It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's watching Ramondre Stevenson. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Pats and the Saints on EA Sports.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, we're not... The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Stephanie! 60 Bison!
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to... And he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively targeted him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You look at the Saints defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tano Passanio collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Cunningham. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Saints defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fielded at about the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Carr now on first down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Derek Carr. Nice thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to set on those routes in order to cause him problems.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Cunningham's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Cunningham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Unlock line.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
This is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Let's go now.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Cunningham. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Cunningham looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Carr. It's called Smith. picks this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And Thomas has it. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On play action, now Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. And on deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 83 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Again, it's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Bentley. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. Taken down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Carr to throw on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Carr now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. No.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Stevenson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Cunningham to throw. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Cunningham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's Chris Olave. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made by Johnson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Jones. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We'll get another look at Devontae Parker and the Patriot offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery has been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. throw is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now Cunningham. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's got this almost to the... Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now on first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
False start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cunningham's throw into the hands of Henry here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
On 2nd down, Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr take him down.
Jawan Bentley
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, this tackles, that could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for all. Not good at all.
Hold it ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Bring it. Reload. Reload.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down 21-14, 55 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
Here's Carr.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Back back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Here's Stevenson.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Again, Stevenson.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Carr.
And he'll just get rid of it.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
One final try now for Carr.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Pats, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.